Among popular titles like Max Payne and Gears of War, there are a lot of underappreciated third-person shooters. Here are the 10 most underrated third-person shooters. John Woo's Stranglehold is a sequel to Hard Boiled. It draws inspiration from Max Payne, but it's not a cheap knockoff. The cutscenes have a cinematic feel, and the gameplay is a real treat. It's absolutely insane, with debris flying and picking off enemies with dual pistols. It's action-packed and a one-of-a-kind experience. Vanquish is a really fast-paced and stylish third-person shooter. You can slide around the battlefield all the while ripping through enemies with your guns. There really isn't any other game that's similar to this. Check it out. Warhammer 40k, Space Marine is criminally underrated. There are only a handful of games that offer the level of heavy and tight gunplay mechanics along with incredible hack-and-slash combat. Also, a sequel for this gem was announced. I for one can't wait. James Bond, Bloodstone has its fair share of flaws, but it's worth playing. There are high-speed car chases and intense combat situations. This will quench your thirst for a good linear shooter. Because of its level design and gunplay mechanics, I personally was quite fond of it. Gun is set in the Wild West. It's an open-ended action-adventure game that allows for exploration and completing side missions. The gunplay is surprisingly good for 2005 and it's a lot of fun. The story is good too. I really recommend buying it if you're a fan of westerns.
Sure took your sweet time.
I was just admiring your rifle.
The Saboteur is a unique open-world shooter set in Nazi-occupied France. It's mainly depicted as a black-and-white game. As you liberate each of the districts, they become colored. It's a unique design choice and the game stands out because of it. Also, the shooting mechanics and climbing are well executed. Binary Domain is a sci-fi RPG third-person shooter from the makers of Yakuza. You have a squad at your disposal and there are also RPG mechanics that spice up the game tremendously. It looks exceptionally good for its time too. I went into Spec Ops, the line expecting very little. By the end, my opinion changed. It's absolutely beautiful in terms of both the environment and story. I don't want to spoil anything about this game and I encourage you to play it. It's not just a game. It's an experience. Scarface, The World Is Yours is an alternate ending version of the film. I suggest watching the film first and then getting into the game. It's an open-world crime game that has similarities to GTA. There are a lot of activities and side missions to do, and it's one heck of a good time.
Okay, I'll play with you. Do you want to clear up? Say hello to my little friend!
Total Overdose is a fever dream made into a game. It's surreal and funny. Not many things in the gameplay make sense and it's more than alright. It's an open-world game like GTA and its combat system is magnificent. It's similar to Stranglehold but has much more of an arcade feel.
So many people to kill, so little time.
Relax, bro. You still have one to go.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more gaming content.